Hi, thanks for joining me. This is my Project Life 2016 week 1. Today I am using Me and My Big Ideas cards. I think it's from the Love collection. There they are in boxes now, so I'm not entirely sure. So I'm laying out my pictures, which I've already printed, and including my journaling card, which gives all the details of the week. So a few things I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using the Life in Colour die cuts again, and then I also have a few die cuts from Kaisercraft from a couple of different collections. One is the Life collection, I think, and the other one is a black and yellow, so it's quite a few neutrals. I'll also be using a couple of sticker sheets as well from Kaiser, which I've had in my stash for quite a while. So what you can see already is pretty much all the planning I'd done, which was picking out my cards and a couple of embellishments to get started so that this video doesn't end up being too long while I mess about, though I still do quite a bit of messing about. That strip of pink with the banner did have some words on it, and I want to be able to show as much pink as possible without actually showing half a word. So I'll finally get that where I want it and chop off the excess, which I'll save for when I need another set of pop of pink. The die cuts that I have from the Kaiser collectibles, they do look like they've come off a sheet, so occasionally you get that little bobbly bit on the edge, which is what I'm trimming off now. I'm then going to pop on the back of this circle one some Stampin' Up dimensionals. They're my favourite due to the fact that they're not as bulky as the ones you can get from the likes of your local Hobbycraft. So I do like to pick these ones up. Also, it's amazing how many places those hexagons will fit. So I've got some twine from my stash. I wasn't sure what colour I'd want to put on those tags, but I did know I wanted something there. So I am trying out the green and getting that ready, and then giving the other one a pop of black, thinking I'd use one of each. You'll be able to see in a minute that that does change. I do keep all my twine. I did get a pack of American Crafts, I think it was, twine in multiple colours. I do wind what I have got onto little bobbins. I find they fit easier in my little embellishment boxes by colour. I have a very, very limited scrapping space, as you can tell by the few things that are showing in the frame. That is pretty much the size of my desk, so the smaller I can make things, the more I can have, is my view. So on the tag I've popped some dimensionals just on the top, just to make them raise up a little bit, also to stop you getting that bit of bubbling from the twine if I tried to lay the whole thing flat. And then just pop in a little bit of my adhesive on the bottom. I currently use Herma adhesive. I use the removable dots roller. I find it's very, very forgiving, and quite often I can pick up something quite a bit later on and get away with it, but over the years it does stay stuck, so that works for me. I've just popped that little Love This die cut on the top of that picture, making sure that the little dip in the top of the heart only has white showing through. And then I'm going to pop a word sticker from the Kaiser sheet on top of the tags under Amazing, and I'm just chopping that into a banner too, just by doing a little cut down the middle and then meeting them up, which worked better on the first one than it did on the second. Now, does anybody else find that they then fight with the bits of sticker that they've cut off? Yeah, they didn't want to get off my finger, so they finally shifted. I'm just having a look around the sticker sheet and then decided that the top banner, which was a die cut, I wanted the bigger one that said This Moment. So I've swapped that out, and then I can just rub my adhesive off the back and pop it back in my stash. So as I've said before, I'm keeping things quite simple this year. I do like to add the odd little touch of colour and stuff, but I'm trying to make it a bit of a quicker process for me this year, so that hopefully I can get up to date and stay up to date. So I've just pulled out those hearts again from My Little Magpie. I don't think I used any, but while they were out, I attached them with a stapler to the backing sheet, so I don't have to wrestle with that again. So I'm having a quick look through my enamel shapes to see if there's any others that would suit, and I've pulled out these from Kaiser. I got these when I was in Australia last year. Love the little hearts on the bottom. They're not as thick as your normal enamel dots. They are gorgeous. They need to do a whole sheet of them. So I'm having a mess about on that circle, and then decided that was just too busy and I wanted to keep it plain. But then I did decide to pop one of the enamel hearts up on that top cluster, which I did actually put over the top of the paper one that was there, or the die cut piece, sticker piece, just to give a little bit of dimension in a couple of places. So I'm going around each of my cards in my pen, which is my Styliner pen. Bought it in a pack from Tesco's. Love the pens. They don't run out if you leave your top off, which happens quite often in this house. They only tend to run out when you run out of ink, which I have been through a couple. So I'm just going round each of the cards I've added in, and I'm nearly done there. Sorry about the head. I'm getting better though. You haven't seen as much of my head this time. So I'll slow it down so you can see what I've added. I've added a couple of bits to the photos this time. Sometimes the layout dictates it, sometimes it doesn't. A little bit more dimension to this one as well, so a little bit of a change from my first week. And you're going to see some close-ups, so thank you for joining me today.